Did you, wait, hold on. Did you try my strategy? Even if it was for a week? I think I gave you that
Oh, I did. I did try it and I was successful. And I'm going to go back to that
later on.
eventually.
Yeah. Oh, we got time, girl. We got time.
What strategy was that?
Oh, look at that. You guys want to know the secret strategy I gave Beth?
Is it the 2-hour chunking?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. No, well, the thing is, depending on your schedule, you need to, you know, chunk in different times. So if you are like a morning person, then you've got to chunk in the morning. So prior to going to bed at night. So I wrote a book, and when I was writing my book, this is what I had to do. I had to go to bed early, and I would wake up at 4 in the morning. And I woke up at 4 in the morning, and I'd be out by 4:30. Like I'd be in front of a computer, and I'd write for 2 hours. Didn't matter what I wrote, but I needed to write for 2 hours. So you're freshest in the morning. So you've got to determine your window of like energy level. So I determined my energy level was in the morning. So I would just like chunk my time in the morning. So I'd wake up every morning. So it's about building a habit. Doesn't matter what that habit is, as long as you stick with it, and it has to be like every day. So don't think that just because it's on the weekend that you don't have to do it. You still have to do it. It might not be at 4:30, but it still needs to be in that very, very early time period so that you can keep up with it. You know, because if you don't keep up with that habit, it's very easy to break off. So it's like, you know how they say, you know, when you're doing a diet or whatever, you can cheat. Like cheating is like the worst thing to do, because it kind of like, it can throw you off, you know? So I just kind of helped her like, okay, let's strategize. Let's think, okay, when's your best time and blah, blah. So some people do better at night. So then you can chunk your time a little bit better at night. But if you're working, you have kids, like nighttime is not your friend. Nighttime is not your friend. So, because there's always something, you know, there's always something going on at night, or you get tired, or, you know, stuff like that. So definitely we can revisit that when it's time to go all over again. That's going to be really, you know, then you can be strict. Like right now it's like, whatever, you know, let's go through, the key thing is not to stop. The key thing is just to keep going just a little bit. So I use the train analogy. So when the train is stopped, it takes quite a bit of energy to work up that momentum to get going. Once you get going, the hardest thing is always to get going. The hardest thing is always to get going. Like every time every time I want to go to the gym, let me wait until Monday. Monday, that's the day I'm going to start. So Monday passed, I'm going to do it Tuesday. If you don't do it, you know what? It's Wednesday already. Let me just wait until Monday, the next Monday, you know? So always when getting started, it's always the hardest thing. Like if you think about it, it's always the hardest thing. You guys have already started. So my job is to keep that train moving, even if it's moving a little bit slower. We just got to keep it moving a little bit, because as soon as you stop, it'll be very, very hard to get back on and get going, right? But right now we just go at a very slow pace. As long as we keep going, at a certain time we can ramp it up. When we need to, we'll be able to ramp it up. You just got to keep that habit, even if it's like 30 minutes to an hour. If it's just a minute, 30 minutes to an hour, at least it's something versus nothing. So like I'm still doing it, like I'm still coming in, I'm still chunking my time off to go and do certain things, because I just don't want to lose my momentum, because I've got it going and I need to keep going.